Hello, can you hear me? Please let me know if you can hear me.
Hello everyone. I'm Fatia and I'm excited to welcome you to today's session. Our topic is breaking into tech, the rising of agentic AI. This exciting topic is about the future of AI systems that can think and act independently and what it means for anyone wanting to enter the tech field. Joining us today is Mr. Lawal Abdulaziz Farouk, who is currently an AI/ML engineer at Digitally and an AI automation mentor with Asia Africa, where he helps learners and teams build practical AI tools and automated systems. Before this, he worked as a data analyst at Acme Software Lab and as an AI instructor at Cephas ICT Hub. Along the way, he also delivered multiple freelance AI and data solutions for clients. And let's warmly welcome Mr. Lawal Abdulaziz Farouk to the stage.
Um, Thank you very much, Fatia, for that. Am I audible, please?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Good evening, everyone from every part of the world. So, as Fatia, the host, has introduced me, my name is Lawal Abdulaziz Farouk. Forget the technicality that Fatia has imputed in it. I am just I'm not a data and AI enthusiast. So permit me to, I don't know, is this an off cam? Let us on our cam. Let me see, perhaps so that you can see me. Is my cam on now? So today I will just be discussing breaking into tech in this era, the rise of agentic AI. In the rise of agentic AI. Does that make sense? Can I continue, the host?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so breaking into tech in 2026, as we all know, we're in the Ember months, and what does the Ember month implies? We are rounding up this year, so it's a very good thing, so that it's a very good thing for us to plan ahead of the new year that is coming, and to do that, we are trying to like bring us all together to what we how we can break into tech in 2026 in this rise of agentic AI. I can see we should have heard about AI, we should have heard about normal software, but then we are coming to the era of agentic AI, which I can't say is the future. It's already existing. It's already existing. And along this session, I would be giving us samples and references that we'll be saying, okay, agentic AI is nearer than we thought. So yeah, 2026 is not 2022. The industry is undergoing its biggest shift since cloud computing, the rise of agentic AI. AI no longer just predicts. AI can now reason, it can act, plan and execute tasks to achieve a certain goal. Companies are now looking forward to engage with people, to work with people that have high knowledge of how autonomous AI systems, how they work. This creates new roles and new skills and opportunity, especially for beginners like me and you, Abby, we are all beginners. But yeah, the goal as a newcomer is no longer just to learn, it's to learn and leverage the use of AI and agentic systems. Does that make sense, everyone? Does that make sense, everyone? So now 2022, I think 2020, 2022 was the big break in AI, where AI just came in and then they are making a lot of cool stuff. I think 2022 was the birth of ChatGPT, and then that exposed a whole lot of us to what we call AI. But then now, ChatGPT and its others colleagues are they use AI, but then they predict. They can think, they think well, and then predict. They answer our question. But then taking it to the next level. Over the years, we've seen what these guys have done. Tesla of Elon Musk, autonomous vehicle that can drive themselves, and even taking it forward, we've seen Lovable that can design a website from beginning to scratch from you. Also, there are different. There's Lovable, there is Bolt. So there are different platforms, different companies building systems that would what that are autonomous. You don't need to be the one that will be directing them. ChatGPT, you have to direct them to you have to ask them a question and then they deliver for you. But then this autonomous system, they can plan ahead for you, reason, think, and even execute tasks. Imagine telling a system to do your assignments, submit for you, and even when your result is out, it should tell you that okay, your result is out. That is the future of autonomous AI. So let's move on. What exactly is agentic AI? What exactly is agentic AI? Agentic AI are AI systems that don't wait for command. They take initiative, reason, make decision, and complete multi-step tasks on their own. So, our normal AI collects command most of the time, every time before executing. But then agentic AI, it doesn't wait for command. It is autonomous. It doesn't rely on you. Once you've structured it, you've built it and give it the command to run initially, it continues working for you. Does that make sense? Yeah, I hope that makes sense. So examples of autonomous AI agents. Permit me, I'll be using AI agent and autonomous system. I'll be using them synonymously because they are both the same. So AI agents work autonomously. So I can use them as AI agent or autonomous system. So think of a calendar that works autonomously for you. It reminds you of people's birthday. Based on that, it can send greetings for you, personalized greetings to them, and even gift them. So it just takes your card, buy something for them, and send it to them without your involvement. So think of Tesla car that you just give it the location that you are going, and based on that, it would carry you to your destination without you having to even direct it at some point. So now different platforms now using. Imagine an AI, yeah, a very good one, an AI customer support. Most of organizations now are moving on from employing multiple staffs to be their customer support, and then they are building agentic systems, that would autonomous system that can be the one that will serve as those customer support. So instead of hiring 20, 50 people, you can build an autonomous system and then deploy it. It can pick different people call and then solving their issues for you in your company. So there are more and more and more to these AI systems. So the key technology is powering these AI systems. One of the main technology that is powering it is the first thing that powers AI, our normal AI, that is LLM, large language models. So they are the brain behind all these AI systems, AI works. They are the brain behind it. So It's just basically it's the the rapid increase in cloud computing. Nvidia, and yeah, I think Nvidia is just the main guy. Nvidia, where you can then we have more configured machines, GPUs, that we can use to train models. So it leads in the rapid increase in AI too. So they work synonymously, AI and cloud computing, and then GPU system. So you can see Nvidia's stock rised recently. It skyrocketed recently. It's because they are developing, AI is developing. So all these rising in GPUs, in softwares and hardwares, make it possible for LLMs to shine in this era. You can see we've received a new update from GPT 3 and to 4, and now we're in GPT 5. Also, we have several LLMs. We have DeepSeek have built their own. There's Claude. There is Gemini. Gemini just released their version 3.0, which makes sense. Now, apart from LLMs, there are different models. We can do our research on different models. There are different models that we can explore that could power our agentic system. So now, multi-agent system. So we have MCP servers. We have MCP servers that you can use to connect different stuff together. So LLM will just be the brain behind them. It's um it's different agents that we use to connect different stuff together. Imagine you are buying something from a restaurant. There is an agent that will go to the restaurant, pass what you buy to the delivery system that will deliver to you. So it's not like one is just walking around. They are different. They are broken down into different sections. And now, tool calling and workflow orchestration. So now, our systems, our agent system, our agentic systems can now call different tools. Imagine, instead of me just having to build my own food store online, I can easily leverage on different API, food store APIs, and then use them in my system. And then based on that, I can orchestrate a workflow to um to to achieve my certain goal. Now, RAG based system, there are different RAG based system. Sometimes you have some documents, some knowledge that ChatGPT, Claude, they might have missed while training their model. Imagine my personal knowledge. We have RAG system. Those RAG system, you can use it to not fine tune, but to enhance what what you are building to be suited for you. To be suited for you. So now, let's say I'm building a chatbot that I want it to be for me, to be personally for me. So I don't want it to a minute, please. I'm listening sounding okay. I don't want it to I don't want it to be able to like discuss generally, basically for me. I can fine tune it with a RAG system. So I'll just have a RAG. We call it RAG means, oh sorry, RAG means retrieval augmented generative based memory system. So I would create my own file, store it somewhere, um basically a vector DB. Let me not go into details. But then those are the key technologies powering these agentic eras of ours. Large language models, multi-agent system, tool callings, and then RAG based memory system. So that being said, companies are looking forward to work with, to hire people that have this knowledge. So based on these new technology that have emerged, there are different skills opening that people can now leverage, and we can now put in to. So basically, let's talk about the skill first, because talking about the roles. So because I believe, as a techie, I believe you must have a skill that you want to deliver before you say you're delivering something. So people these days, they say, okay, they just come in, they go in and they say, I'm a so without having the knowledge. Trust me, as a techie, there's the era of AI has come. You can learn very fast, but then you still have to learn. You still have to learn. So let's talk about the relevant skills that you should learn so that you would excel in this aspect. So coming first is AI literacy. AI literacy. So Even if you aren't a technical person, understanding how AI works is it's always going to be a plus for you. Understanding how AI works will always be a plus for you. Understanding of LLMs, how agent workflow operates, prompt engineering. Please hold that very as a human being, as a human being in this century, you should have a very good knowledge of prompt engineering because it would help you personally and even in your professional life. So how to collaborate effectively with AI, how to collaborate effectively. So that's the first aspect, AI literacy. Have a very good understanding of how AI works, prompt engineering, and then okay, let me just give you a little bit of hint into prompt engineering. So prompt engineering is just how we configure the questions that we ask AI so that they can give us the most optimum response, for each case scenario. So the second one is data skills. We all know the birth of what bettered AI was data. So there's a large amount of what do you call it? There's a large amount of data which is used to train what do you call it? To train models. So assuming we don't have data, we don't have data were not able to be stored, and then they were not much, we would not be able to store to train AI models. So I used to tell people um the backbone of AI is hardware, GPUs, and a large amount of data. If you don't have large amount of data, trust me, these guys we would be able to train them. So it's not like they are configuring it, they are not configuring it or coding them out, they are just training them with data. So having data skills is very important. So now, basic manipulation data skill, SQL basics, how to manipulate data with SQL, using spreadsheets, using basic Excel, understanding of data cleaning, having a knowledge of Python, and then AI to automation analytics. So SQL basics, SQL is just used to is a language and used to store and access data easily. Store, query, access, manipulate data easily. While is spreadsheets is also like Excel and Google Sheets. You just use them to store data and then you can use them to manipulate data. Introduction to Python. Python is the basic language. I don't say the basic, but the most common language that is used with AI. So trust me, as an AI engineer, I worked as an AI engineer. So basically, you would need Python. You would need Python. Using AI to automate analytics. Using AI to automate analytics. You would need AI to also automate analytics. Now, we've talked about data skills, AI literacy. Now, automation skills. That is one of the things that it will be very hot in 2026, honestly. Automations. Presently, I train people on automations. So there are no code automation too. Now you want to automate stuff, so you want to build um reasonable system that works easily and fine. You don't even have to be like a programmer now. There are no code. I don't call them no code. I call them no and low code. There will still be some little bit of code, but then it is still low compared to the heavy technical lifting. So we have tools like Zapier, Make, and the robust of them all to me. Anything I'll be saying it allegedly to me. So is anything. Understanding of how API works. Yeah, API. API is what connects everything on the internet. Every API is what connects it together. So how the front end integrates with back end, what is imputed, what is being outputted. We have to understand those stuffs. And then building of AI powered workflow. So I want to be the chatbot now. I just want to be the chatbot that does talk normally. Hello, hi, what are you doing? Just I don't want basic logic. You can then introducing LLMs into every aspect of our workflow, and that's a key. Now, sorry, first, the host, are you there? Am I audible enough?
Yes, sir, you are.
Okay, let me just continue. So, the next thing is having domain knowledge. Domain knowledge is something that you can't trade with. You can't trade it. So, if you are working in finance, marketing, logistics, healthcare, customer service equipment, you have to have the domain knowledge. You would see how somebody in um how a nurse studying a nurse that's also in tech, how the person would be able to create health tech solutions would be very different from how me that comes from the engineering background, construction background would be. Actually, we can learn on the go, and then basically, I work as in a fintech, so I'm not a finance person, but then I work very closely with accountants and people that have finance knowledge, so that I would be able to like operate. So, if I have any question, I have friends that are in finance accounting, and so I can easily message them. I can message the MD. I say, okay, I'm having this issue based on that, and based on that, I've reading a lot of books on finance recently. I've written a lot of book on finance and building finance AI related system. So you have to have domain knowledge. You have to have domain knowledge. Apart from your technical skills alone won't save you. So you have to have the domain knowledge of that. Our main software engineer in the team has a domain knowledge of a very thorough background of software of finance. So with that, he's able to control the whole team. So anywhere you find yourself, try to have the domain knowledge. It's not a must that you come from the background, but then pursue yourself to like learn very quick and very fast. So let's move on. Now I've talked about the skill that we should have. So now let's talk about the roles that would be open for people to explore in this rise of agentic AI systems. AI automation specialist, that's not even a role that will just start in 2026. It has started already. It's just what they call it. It's been enhanced. So AI automation specialists using no code tools to build AI automation tools. Imagine, I'll give different um tech sector, and then how we can use AI automation in them. So if you're an AI automation specialist, you could work in the health tech, building systems that act as a go-to before you say a physician. Let's say an health bot. So instead of having to call your physician every now and then, there's a bot you can interact with. There's a bot you can interact with, and interacting it with, it can give you basic precautions, basic medications. But if your matter is too much, and then it can then forward you to a physician. You can see that makes sense. Instead of calling doctors recently, they lack rest, they lack sleep. We've seen scenarios where doctors, nurses are even collapsing on duty. We don't want that. We don't want that. It's because there's a lot of people, and then they are not able to like attend to them once. But then to help that, there can be a bot that is helping them on the hand instead of them being the one that would be that would be conversing to directly. But then when the matter is escalated, then the bot can then refer you to a physician that you can meet. So that reduces the workload on on what do you call it, on medical practitioners. And then you can just build the chatbot with no codes. Even customer service. I have a friend that built something related to that recently. A customer service that for a fintech, yeah, he works in the fintech too. And then based on that, it resolves issues once the issue is very much, because trust me, AI won't solve all our problem. AI won't solve all our problem. So people will say, okay, I want AI to do everything for me. You are just kidding yourself. It won't solve all your problem. It will assist you to a very good extent, where you can then um move it to solve it, complete it by yourself, or then move it to somebody that will complete it for yourself. And if they have small tasks, it can achieve it for you. Imagine um instead of you having to call MTN that you bought 1,000 naira card and then it's yet to enter, you chat with their bot checks their system, see that there is a misinterpretation or there is an error, and then it solves it for you instead of you just having to wait for the customer support and then talking a lot of time. So that's it there. You can build AI automation specialist. Trust me, it would blow in the coming years. So now AI prompt engineer. So now AI automation specialists will also be doing some works of this, but then prompt engineering. So there are different organizations that have let's say, yeah, in an AI team, they have different softwares working with LLMs. Though they are going to be giving those LLMs some prompts. They're going to be giving some prompts to work with. Okay, this is this and this and this. Based on that, do this. So those prompts, it's somebody that is crafting them. As the AI engineer of my organization, those prompts is my work to craft them. But then see, we have imagine a scenario where the organization is very, very large. So they will have different prompts for different things that they do. And then based on that, a prompt engineer can come, check different prompts at different time, improve them. So as models are improving, our prompts can also increase too. Our prompts can also increase. And then we have data analysts and BI analysts. A lot of data is being generated. A lot of data is being generated. So we have people that will analyze them, that will use them. So AI customer support engineer. We've talked about that in AI automation specialist. So yes, junior AI engineer. Junior AI engineer. So AI automation specialist, AI prompt engineer, we are using AI, already made AI. We have to have some people that make the process, that would make the process continue. So imagine ChatGPT stopping at ChatGPT 3. We still have to improve over time. So this is where junior AI engineers come in. They can help with training, labeling of data that would be used in training AI models, like the ChatGPT that you're using, and based on that. So now production and operation assistance. So now um AI specialists can help in production and operations assistance. Think of where I work, we have an operations manager who like supersede, help supervise the whole affair of everybody. So she does works as making everything, making sure that, see of it like a product manager or project manager. So she makes sure everything is working perfectly. So having a knowledge of AI is going to be very good for he or she, for the person, so that they can oversee different aspects with the use of AI. So we have daily check-ins on Slack. It can be tracked easily by AI. We have meetings. The meetings can be reminded. A reminder can be set with AI, and then you can take attendance with AI. We do that. That's what we do. We take attendance with AI. We don't need to like just check in, and then once you are in the meeting, the AI system have marked you. Okay, you are here. Even monitoring, tracking the time that you spent. So our time is fast spent. Let's just move on. So now a simple roadmap for newbies. A simple roadmap for newbies. I have distributed it to three phases, because yeah, as AI is being said, AI has pros and cons. Before we move on, let me discuss that. It's not in my slide, but then let me discuss it. So here has pros and cons. I've been saying, okay, AI is doing stuff, AI is doing stuff. AI could be expensive. That's one of the pros and cons of it. I think the amount of light that was used in training ChatGPT for could serve the whole of USA for, I think, 2 to 3 years. Imagine using that amount of electricity to train only one AI. You can see it's very expensive. So to build AI systems can be expensive. It's very expensive. Not can be expensive. It's very expensive. But then recent research are making it very good. The DeepSeek guys have came that they trained I think 2 billion parameters model with less than less than 5 million naira, $5 million. I'm sorry. So based on that, and then to use those model, so ChatGPT, it's not like ChatGPT want to give us the bonanza, and then they wants to just they want to just gift us all what we are using, the ChatGPT that we are using, we are interacting with their API. If you want to build it for yourself, you would have to pay some certain amount to them, which relatively is, I will not say it's costly, but then it could be costly. It could be costly based on the usage. So those are the cons of AI, So it can be expensive, and then AI can outrage, it can be biased. There's a petition against Elon recently. It's not recently, I think, in a while, where his models, his self-driving cars are misbehaving. So on the track, normally a car should drive normally, avoid hitting people, and then the model does get corrupted. It works, it runs at a speed that is not controlled, and then end up injuring people, messing with people, which led to a petition like, okay, we should stop this. How is monitored? So those are the stuffs. AI can get after it. Trust me, you have to be very careful while building AI systems. You have to be very careful. So you can say you are building your stuffs, and then it can be exhausting. Your API keys can be exhausting a lot of amounts. You have to just be you have to create watch for them. Yeah, moving on. Let me see the roadmap. So roadmap for a newbie trying to pivot into the AI ecosystem. My time is running. Let me just go quick. So basics of I've said it before. Basics of AI and LLM, Python basics, SQL basics, spreadsheet fundamental, and prompt engineering. Prompt engineering, old prompt engineering, very strong because it would help you a lot. So now the second phase is Power BI, no code automation tool. I personally recommend anything, how to call APIs and how to work with RAG. So the third phase is advanced SQL, machine learning basics, um, building multi-agent orchestration, multi-step workflow, and then working with tools like LangChain, LangFlow, Crew AI. Yeah, those will make us relevant. So just having a little knowledge of languages, SQL, Python, prompt engineering, no code tools, and then advanced knowledge of SQL, machine learning. So how does that make sense? Yeah, project ideas for us that want to come in. So you can build. There are different projects I can build. You can build customer support AI agents. Just think of problem like, okay, what issue am I having in my daily life that AI could assist me with? That's it. And the best way to showcase yourself is by doing project. What issue am I having that AI could assist me with? And based on that, you could easily leverage. You could easily do what? Build stuff. So recently, I think 2025, I said I'm not building anything abstract. I'm not building anything abstract. I want to build things that could work for me. So let's say I'm having an issue. I want to build something that would solve my issue, not solving other people's issue. Let me start with myself. Put yourself first. Build things that would solve your issue. One of the issues I have is having to post on social media. I was having to keep on social media. And then yeah, I created like 30 days challenge. And instead of posting myself, I automated it. I automated the whole process. AI was posting for me, building content, posting to different platforms. I was like, okay, that works for me. So build something that works for you. And even I'm even improving the agents to work more. So that's the thing. So you can build travel assistant agents. Trust me, that can be very costly. You have to get APIs that you would use and then different stuff. But then just try to build what works for you. Yeah. Um, to stay relevant, learn one core skill deeply, build projects, showcase your projects, use AI to augment your learning. Yeah, don't learn alone. Don't learn alone. You can learning in 2025 has got really, really interesting. You can learn with AI. There's a lot of resources. Any small thing I want to learn, any new thing I have, like I want to learn like this. I'm learning with my AI. I'm learning with my AI, not alone. You have to learn with your AI. Leverage it. It's here for you. So now join communities, join different communities, join tech fast community where you learn, attend tech events, attend tech talks, talk like this, attend so that you would have more experience and then be introduced to more topics. Trust me, everything is not what you will sit down and read. Some things you will hear it and then you do more research on it. Yeah. Intern, volunteer, freelance. Intern, volunteer, and freelance. Especially volunteering is something that would make your tech journey go smooth. Yeah. So the mindset that would win, I will not say the mindset that would win, but the mindset that would achieve great things um um in 2026. Be curious. Be curious. What else can I do? Just be curious, want to learn, move fast. Learn publicly. Focus on projects. Yeah. While learning, if I learn any concepts, after learning the concept, I want to build something on it. Build your network. Yeah, connect people. Connect with people. So basically, connection. As you're building your skill, build connection. Use AI aggressively to multiply productivity. Yeah. Don't compare yourself with senior devs. Yeah, that's the catch. Don't compare yourself with senior devs. Yeah, start small and be consistent. Don't compare yourself with senior devs. Okay, don't be like this person is building this big thing. I want to build this big thing once. No, you get to that stage, but then for now, just keep your cool and move step by step. That would assist you a lot. Yeah, thank you everyone for having this session with me. I think with this few points of mine, I'm able to like introduce us to what agentic AI and systems are, and then agentic AI is not replacing beginners, it's not replacing seniors, it's not replacing anybody. They are just here to what they are here to help us. They are here to help us. They are here to increase our productivity, fasten our developmental rate, and then our learning rate, just to make things easy for us. Trust me, AI won't replace you. It's those that are using AI that would replace you. So with this point of mine, thank you very much for this session. Have a wonderful day. So I would hand over to the host right now. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Abdulaziz. I've actually learned a lot. I've put down a lot,
You are welcome.
and I've gained a lot. And I actually have a question regarding AI automation. How can
Yes,
I
go
get
on.
into the field of AI
Um,
automation? Because they said it's something that is very hot right now, and it's actually the future of 2026, like the future of tech, and it's something that is just coming up. So how can I get into it? Whether I have a background in tech or not.
okay, so pivoting into AI automations before or in 2026, I think basically you have to like learn first. And then there are two ways of learning. You can self-learn or then you can register with a hub. I do encourage registering with hub because of two things, either physical or remote or online learning, because you would have the opportunity to like interact with senior colleagues. So you have the opportunity to interact with senior colleagues instead of you having to navigate your path. But trust me, anyone that would want to teach you or would want to like take you through the course, you would it might be expensive to like learn through a hub or registering in a physical hub. It might be expensive, but I do recommend it. Trust me. If you put energy, I don't I learned tech in a physical hub. I started tech in a physical hub in 2020, and then I've not regretted the amount I paid. I've not regretted. Like I'm even happy to have paid that amount then. So but if you want to learn on your own, I would say do your research. So there are different guys you can follow professionals online. So do your research, follow professionals online. You can also you can reach out to me. I have a syllabus that I can share with you to start, but then you will have to like leverage videos, and also you have to leverage videos and AI. You use AI to learn too. So
Okay.
videos, learn with AI, and then build stuff. So you learn basic prompt engineering, no code tools, building RAG system, building projects. Yeah,
Yeah.
building project. I think one of the things I teach my students is when they first come, I first introduce them to what is AI, what is the agentic system, prompt engineering. After prompt engineering, we do no code, and then after doing no code, we then what do you call it? I'm giving you my syllabus for free. Wow. After doing no
Okay.
codes, we then start working on projects. So our first project might be a simple chatbot. Then we include RAG. We just try to basically throughout the whole course, we might not have more than 5 projects, but then we try to improve them from simple projects to like a very standard project that you have. I don't know if that answers your question. So try to follow. If you see there is Omaraja on Twitter, follow Omaraja. You can they have some suitable course on that. You can follow. I've forgotten this guy's name. I think John Kennedy or something on YouTube. You can follow John Kennedy on YouTube, and then just vibe coding.
Okay.
Practice vibe coding too, and you'll be fine. Does that answer your question?
All right. So you said yes, but that actually brought me to another question. I'm very sorry about that. You
Okay.
said AI is basically the core of AI is basically data, hardware, GPUs. So if I want to go into
Okay.
AI automation, I would definitely need to know how to analyze data, how to
Okay.
clean data and stuff like that. Is that
Okay.
necessary or
Let me
is
answer
not
your
part of
question.
it?
Okay, let me answer your question. So, firstly, when you say AI automation specialist, your assignment is not to you want to just leverage the available process data, available models to build automations workflow, but then that is powered with AI. You understand? So you don't have to go into the
Okay.
extreme part of learning data from scratch, learning. Trust me, if you want to start building model from scratch yourself, you would you would spend a you spend years, not 1 year, not 2 years. So basically, just focus on using no code tools to automate workflows. So a basic understanding of data, basic understanding of JSON, how JSON is collected, how it is outputted, is a plus, would be a plus because you'll be needing it. But then start learning Power BI from scratch. No, basic understanding. As a programmer, you at some point you learn Git to some extent, you learn the basics of Git, learn the basics of deployment, learn the basics of so you have to have a lot of basics to push yourself. But then the main thing is
Okay.
automating powered with AI. So anything would solve that. Does that make sense?
All right, thank you very much. It has actually answered my question, and thank you for um being our guest speaker today and explaining more about agentic AI systems. We are very happy to have you. So I
Nice to
think in
same
the
here.
absence of other questions, I would just like the audience to know that we are having another session in the next 2 weeks, and would love everybody to be there for another exciting topic about tech. And good day and have a nice day. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, bye. Have a nice day.